Hi, I'm currently 33 weeks pregnant with baby number 3, and I've just packed my hospital bag, which has made things a little more real. Let's put it that way. So I thought I'd give you a quick overview of what's in my hospital bag, just in case you were wanting to know. So I've packed clothes for myself, which include tracksuit bottoms, because after having the girls before, I realised that tracksuit bottoms were a lot more comfortable just generally sitting in and looking after baby in the hospital. And also some baggy t-shirts. A couple of them are still maternity t-shirts because they're actually the most comfortable once you've had baby as well. A pair of pyjamas and a dressing gown, and then general underwear as well, including a nursing bra in case I do decide to breastfeed. Another idea as well in your hospital bag is to make sure you've got a pair of slippers, because walking around the wards in the hospital isn't always the nicest, and then you spend most of the day sat back on your bed, so it's nicer to have something on your feet. And that's kind of it for me wise. My top tip with clothes is make sure you've got loose, comfortable fit clothing, because you don't know how you're going to be afterwards. You only really need to pack one change of clothing, because your partner can always bring you an extra pair when they come to visit you in the morning. And also make sure that you have some cheap black pants. You'll figure that out afterwards as well. Toiletry wise, I've generally packed normal toiletries like you'd take on holiday, like your toothbrush, toothpaste, face wipes and that kind of things. But a good thing there to remember is from my first baby, we all knew the ladies that had the disposable briefs on, because they made a rustling noise as they were walking around the ward. So a tip there is to just buy the normal maternity pads for afterwards. I also found from baby number 2 that if you wore the slim fitted maternity pads, they weren't as absorbent as the proper big fat maternity pads, so just go for the big fat ones. It's just easier, to be honest. And then my final tip for you really is to take a towel, because you will want a bath or a shower afterwards. If you can get a black one or a dark coloured one, even better. Primark have got some really cheap ones in. I've bought one from IKEA for £1.75, and it's just a big white sheet that afterwards for £1.75 I'm not all that bothered with. So for baby, most hospitals tend to give you nappies and cotton wool and water to clean baby with afterwards. If you want to take your own, then take your own, that's entirely up to you. If you want to use cloth or you want to use disposable, again, that's your individual choice. I use a mixture of both, so I've got a cloth nappy in the bag, and I've got a couple of disposable nappies in the bag as well, just in case. Clothes wise, again, I've packed 3 vests and 3 sleep suits, because even if you're in for overnight, your partner can always bring you some more things in the next day as well, so you don't need to take a huge suitcase full of things. A hat for baby is always handy for when you bring them home, as is something to put on them to keep them warm while you cart them. So I've got my snuggle bundle, which I'm very excited to be able to use. So that will be going in the hospital bag as well. I also, from having the 2 girls, realised that the swaddles that the hospital use are very traditional way of swaddling, and I couldn't quite get to grips with it. So I've also got my Grow Snug ready in the bag as well for baby, and I'm also really excited to put them in that, and I've had a practice too, so I know how it all works. It's also worth, and this is one of my favourite things to take, is these breast pads. These are Tommy Tippy breast pads. Now, obviously you can use them for yourself, but for the babies, if you took it so that it's folded over the top of the nappy, it stops the nappy rubbing on the umbilical cord, and it just keeps it a bit smoother for baby, so it's a bit nice. It doesn't cause as much irritation. So have a couple of those in your bag, some for you and some for baby as well. And I think that's everything that's in that's in my hospital bag.